Ever wondered why some women seem to crave attention while others pull away? Today, we'll explore how strategically ignoring a woman can shift the dynamics of attraction and reveal her true feelings. Attraction is a complex and often misunderstood phenomenon, particularly in the realm of romantic relationships. Many believe that the key to keeping a woman's interest lies in constant attention and availability. However, this notion could not be further from the truth. In reality, attraction thrives on a delicate balance of interest and intrigue. In a bustling city like New York, where the pace of life is fast and distractions are abundant, understanding the psychology behind attraction becomes even more crucial. As we navigate through crowded streets and busy cafes, we find ourselves surrounded by opportunities to connect, yet we often miss the subtle cues that dictate attraction dynamics. Today, we will dissect these intricate layers and reveal how understanding human psychology can enhance our relationships. We will uncover the idea that sometimes pulling back, rather than pushing forward, can lead to deeper connections and heightened interest. Join me as we embark on this journey to unlock the secrets of attraction and discover the power of strategic ignoring. In the vibrant streets of New York City, where every corner buzzes with life and possibilities, there exists an unspoken challenge that many men face when interacting with women. The modern dating landscape is often clouded by a pervasive belief that constant attention is the key to keeping a woman's interest alive. Many men find themselves caught in a cycle of overavailability, feeling as if they must always be present, respond immediately to texts, and shower their crushes with compliments and affection. This can lead to an unbalanced dynamic, where the woman may start to take their attention for granted. Imagine a scenario in a bustling coffee shop. You spot a woman who catches your eye, and as you muster the courage to approach her, you can't help but feel the pressure to impress her right from the get-go. You engage in small talk, hoping to make a lasting impression, but as you do, you can sense a shift. She seems engaged at first, but as the conversation drags on, you start to notice a lack of excitement in her responses. It's in these moments that many men feel a wave of panic. What if she loses interest? What if you don't text her back quickly enough? The fear of losing her interest looms large, creating an underlying tension that can stifle genuine connection. But what if I told you that this very fear could be the key to unraveling the complexities of attraction? What if, instead of chasing after her attention, you strategically chose to step back? This brings us to our central thesis. By thoughtfully ignoring a woman, you can actually create intrigue and desire, flipping the traditional script of dating on its head. It's a concept that defies conventional wisdom, yet opens the door to surprising results and deeper connections. So, let's delve into this approach and discover how it can shift the dynamics of attraction in your favor. Let's dive deeper into this intriguing concept, ignoring a woman, but doing it thoughtfully. Now, you might be thinking this goes against every relationship advice you've ever received. The truth is, in the realm of attraction, there's a delicate balance to maintain. When you give a woman too much attention, especially early on, it can sometimes lead to complacency. She might feel secure, but that security can morph into boredom. This is where the strategy of selective ignoring comes into play. Imagine you're at a coffee shop in bustling New York City, where the atmosphere is electric with possibilities. You spot a woman who catches your eye. You engage in a light conversation, but instead of following up every time she messages you or being overly available, you choose to take a step back. This isn't about playing games. It's about creating a sense of mystery. By not responding immediately, you allow her to wonder, what is he doing? Why hasn't he texted back? This uncertainty can ignite her curiosity and increase her desire to pursue you. It's a psychological dance, where the more you withdraw your attention, the more she's inclined to seek it. You'll notice that instead of feeling neglected, she might start to think about you more often, checking her phone for your messages, or even asking friends about you. This shift in dynamics can be powerful. It flips the script, allowing her to feel a sense of longing, which is fundamentally tied to attraction. Remember, attraction thrives in the realm of uncertainty. So when you deliberately create space, you're not pushing her away. You're inviting her to come closer, to invest more of her emotional energy into the connection. This method challenges the conventional wisdom of always being available, and instead, it places you in a position of intrigue, making her question her own feelings and desires. It's a subtle yet effective way to shift the power dynamics in your favor, encouraging her to reflect on what she truly wants from you. This approach requires a balance of confidence and emotional intelligence, as it's crucial to remain sincere and respectful while navigating this dance. Ultimately, it's about understanding that attraction is not just about being present. It's also about creating a space where she can miss you and realize your value in her life. When a woman feels ignored, it can trigger a whirlwind of emotions within her. Initially, she might feel a rush of confusion and curiosity. Why is he not responding? Did something happen? This uncertainty is a powerful psychological principle known as the uncertainty effect. It can lead her to overanalyze every interaction she's had with you, replaying conversations in her mind and scrutinizing your actions for clues. As she processes these feelings, she may find herself checking her phone more often, hoping for a message from you, or scrolling through your social media profiles to see if you've been active. Each time she doesn't see a message or a sign of your interest, her mind races with possibilities. Is he busy? Has he lost interest? Or is he talking to someone else? This emotional roller coaster can lead her to reach out to mutual friends, seeking information about you and your current life. In her quest for answers, she might even ask if you've mentioned her or if you're seeing someone else, revealing just how much she cares beneath the surface. By strategically ignoring her, you're creating a sense of intrigue and making her question her place in your life. This psychological push and pull can ignite a deeper interest as she grapples with her feelings and the reality of the situation. It's fascinating how the human mind works, isn't it? When someone is not readily available, it often amplifies their desirability. This dynamic is not just about playing games, but understanding the emotional landscape of attraction. As she becomes more engrossed in this mental chase, the seeds of obsession begin to take root, leading her to focus more on you than ever before. In this way, strategic ignoring can serve as a catalyst for her desire, making her more aware of her feelings and the connection you share. As we dive into this pivotal moment of attraction dynamics, let's explore the subtle ways a woman might try to regain control when she senses that she's being ignored. It's a natural instinct for many to test the waters, to gauge the interest of the person they're attracted to, especially when uncertainty creeps in. Imagine this scenario. You've been intentionally giving her space, perhaps not responding to her texts immediately or being less available than usual. She starts feeling the shift, and her mind races with questions. To regain the upper hand, she might send a flirty text, something playful like, "Hey, did you see that funny meme I sent? You must have missed it." This might appear innocent, but it's a strategic move to see if she still holds your attention. Now, what's interesting is how she might also mention other men in casual conversations, not to make you jealous per se, but as a way to probe your reactions. For instance, she might say, "Oh, I went out with some friends last night, and one of them was really cute." This is her way of checking if you still care enough to react. It's essential to remain calm and collected during these moments. Responding with indifference or a light-hearted comment can keep the intrigue alive. You might say something like, "Sounds fun. Did he impress you?" This response shows you're unfazed, which can heighten her interest even more. These subtle tests are not just games. They reveal her desire for connection and validation. By navigating this phase with confidence and a touch of playfulness, you can effectively engage her without compromising your own value. Remember, the key is not to overreact or fall into the trap of seeking constant reassurance. By maintaining your composure, you keep the dynamic balanced and open up the space for her to express her feelings more genuinely. This playful back and forth can be exhilarating, and it allows both of you to explore the depths of attraction in a fun and engaging way. When a woman feels ignored, it can trigger an innate competitive drive within her that she may not even be fully aware of. This competitive spirit can manifest in various ways, making her more determined to capture your attention. Imagine a situation where you've strategically taken a step back, perhaps by not responding to her messages right away, or by being less available than usual. Suddenly, she finds herself in a position where she feels the need to step up her game. She might start to pay more attention to her appearance, perhaps wearing that outfit she knows you love, or styling her hair differently, all in an effort to catch your eye. This isn't just about vanity. It's about sending a signal that she's still interested and worthy of your attention. Furthermore, she may begin to drop hints about other men. This could be a casual mention of a guy from work or a story about a night out where someone was flirting with her. In these moments, she's not just sharing her life, she's testing the waters. It's a strategic move designed to elicit a reaction from you, maybe a hint of jealousy, or at least to gauge how much you care. You might find her saying something like, "Oh, you should have seen how this guy was trying to impress me last night," delivered with a playful tone, but there's a deeper intention behind it. She wants to see if you'll react, if you'll show signs of jealousy, or if you'll remain unfazed. In these situations, it's crucial to maintain your composure. Instead of jumping into the emotional fray, stay calm and collected. Respond with humor or indifference, demonstrating that you're not easily rattled. This response can further fuel her competitive nature, as she may feel challenged to work even harder to get your attention. The key here is to recognize that this competition can act as a litmus test for her feelings. If she's going out of her way to impress you, it's a clear indication that your absence has sparked something deeper within her. By ignoring her, you've inadvertently placed her in a position where she must confront her emotions and decide how much effort she's willing to invest in capturing your interest again. This dynamic can lead to a more profound connection, as it encourages her to be more genuine in expressing her feelings, ultimately revealing her true desires in your relationship. When a woman feels ignored, it can trigger a whirlwind of emotions that leaves her questioning her own self-worth. Let's take a moment to consider Emily, a vibrant and successful woman in her late 20s. Just a few weeks ago, she and a guy she liked had a great connection. They shared laughs, exchanged flirty texts, and even made plans for a weekend outing. But suddenly, he started to pull away. Emily noticed the shift. His replies became shorter, his enthusiasm faded, and the messages that once flowed freely now seemed like a trickle. This change didn't just leave her puzzled. It sent her into a spiral of self-reflection. As days turned into weeks, Emily found herself analyzing every interaction. Did I say something wrong? She wondered. Was I too forward? Did I scare him off? These questions plagued her mind as she scrolled through her social media feeds, looking for any sign of him. The more she thought about it, the more her confidence started to wane. Instead of focusing on her achievements and the many positive aspects of her life, she fixated on what she perceived as a failure in her romantic endeavors. In her mind, the narrative shifted from one of empowerment to self-doubt. She began to compare herself to other women, questioning if she was attractive enough, or if she had something less desirable that drove him away. This self-scrutiny can be overwhelming, and for Emily, it felt like a descent into insecurity. She found herself seeking validation in the wrong places, hoping that a like or a comment on her posts would somehow boost her spirits. This emotional roller coaster highlights the impact of feeling ignored. For Emily, the initial thrill of connection has turned into a struggle for self-acceptance. It's crucial to understand that this isn't just about her feelings for him. It's about how external validation can deeply influence a woman's sense of self. The longer he remains distant, the more she questions her worth, leading to a painful cycle of overthinking and comparison. Ultimately, this moment of self-reflection can be transformative. It forces her to confront her feelings and reassess what she truly desires in a relationship. Does she want to chase after someone who isn't reciprocating her interest? Or does she recognize her own value and decide to seek connections that affirm her worth? Emily's journey is not just about one man. It's about finding strength and self-love in the face of uncertainty. By understanding this emotional landscape, viewers can gain insight into the complex nature of attraction and self-worth in relationships. In this pivotal moment, Emily stands at a crossroads, grappling with her emotions and the choices before her. On one hand, she feels the sting of being ignored, prompting feelings of insecurity and self-doubt. She wonders, does he even care about me? Am I not interesting enough for him to want to engage? This introspection leads her to question her self-worth, making her reflect on past relationships and how they shaped her view of herself. As she considers her options, the weight of uncertainty looms large. Does she reach out, risking potential rejection, or does she maintain her distance, hoping that her absence will spark his interest? Each option carries its own implications. If she chooses to chase after him, it could signify a willingness to fight for their connection, showing her strength and determination. However, it might also expose her vulnerability and desire for validation. Conversely, walking away could represent self-preservation. By stepping back, she may regain a sense of control and dignity, but this choice could also mean letting go of a potential relationship that had promise. Emily's internal struggle is palpable. She knows that whichever path she chooses will not only reveal her feelings for him, but will also define her self-perception moving forward. In this moment, she must weigh her desire for connection against her need for self-respect, ultimately leading her to a decision that could change the course of her emotional journey. As we wrap up our discussion today, let's take a moment to reflect on the key points we've covered regarding the intriguing dynamics of attraction and the power of strategic ignoring. We've delved into how, contrary to popular belief, providing constant attention can sometimes lead to complacency in relationships. By stepping back and creating a little distance, you allow space for curiosity and desire to flourish. This isn't just about playing games. It's about understanding the complex emotional responses that arise when one party feels a shift in attention. We've seen how ignoring can prompt introspection, self-doubt, and ultimately, a reevaluation of self-worth, particularly in women. These emotional responses are natural and reveal much about the underlying feelings in a relationship. Furthermore, the pivotal choices that arise from this dynamic can lead to deeper connections or, conversely, to walking away. It's essential to recognize that relationships thrive on balance and understanding. So, as you navigate your own experiences, keep in mind the lessons of today. Consider how strategic ignoring might play a role in your interactions and what it reveals about both you and your partner. Relationships are nuanced, and understanding these dynamics can empower you in your journey of personal development and connection. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you found these insights valuable.